Good morning, everyone. I do hope that you are going to have an absolutely fabulous day today and you're going to know happiness. And so, welcome to our channel. Please subscribe and let other people know that we are bringing them the Archangel Raphael's wisdom. And today we are on day 26 of 30 Days to Happiness. These are exercises for you uh, to learn how to listen to your own guidance, your own angels and guides, for you to discipline yourself and your mind so that you can understand how to be happy. Oftentimes, we let our mind just wander and we let thoughts just come and go. And this 30 Days to Happiness is a form of discipline to teach you how to train your mind to listen to only your guardian angels and to listen for truth. So often we can be deceived by what others say and think, and we need to be able to listen to our own divine guidance within ourselves so that we can discern fact from fiction. And so today, this is the day I will release all dark emotions. Wow. This is the day I will release all dark emotions. How do we know when it's dark? How do we know when it's light? My radio people, I host a radio show on Tuesdays at noon. I do hope you'll tune in. It's on w4nradio.com, and it's a chat room. So you can ask questions, but you won't get the answer till the next week because they are going through and they are sorting out questions that are offensive in any way. And unfortunately, we're in a time of dark emotions when people will do such things like that. Well, they will say nasty things. And innocent hosts like me, who's trying to bring through the beauty and the goodness of an archangel, there's always people out there who want to put us down. And that's the battle between the dark and the light. And so let's see if we can discern whether or not we have dark emotions. And when you think about it, what are the things that will demonstrate it? Well, one very easy one is anger. When you are angry and you want to vent and you want to yell at somebody, you are experiencing dark emotions. And when you can take a deep abdominal breath that goes all the way down to your gut, when you can do that, you will begin to understand how to control those dark emotions. And then what do? Here you are, somebody has done things like they talk about road rage. If you are driving along and somebody cuts you off and nearly causes an accident and your heart is pounding and you're angry that this person is being so rude that you want to give them the finger. Instead, what do? Instead, you ask your angels to lift you out of that dark emotion and you send them a blessing for their safety and for the safety of the other people on the highway with you. That is quite a leap of consciousness, people. If you can do that, you are becoming an advanced soul, a wise old soul. And if you can't do that, then that's okay too. Because if you have a reflection of dark emotions, that person who cut you off, who is in such a hurry, on the other hand, maybe they were taking their wife to the hospital to have a baby, and that would make you look at it a little bit differently, wouldn't it? And so try not to look at things on the surface. Know that there's so much going on beneath the surface of every face that you see. And our face is here today to say how much you are loved by God and your guardian angel, and how you have a whole council of elders. These are advanced souls who no longer return to earth, but instead help us souls who are still going through an incarnational cycle. And so pay attention to that inward voice that asks only for goodness and beauty and calm and patience and compassion. Pay attention to that voice. Don't pay attention to the voice that says, oh, that was so rude. I really should have yelled at them or said this or that. or somebody gets in your face, give them a knuckle sandwich. And those are dark emotions. So pay attention to your thoughts this day and your emotions. And this is the day you are going to discern, know the difference between dark emotions and light emotions. Light meaning not lightweight, but light meaning bright and good and positive and uplifting. So those are the emotions you want to pay attention to. Those are the emotions that will raise your consciousness out of fear and doubt and negativity and allow you to create what it is you desire. Because dark emotions will just sort of cancel them right out. And I remember when I was teaching a class of young people, and I said, just cancel them right out. And the person said, you mean delete, delete? And I said, that's right. That's the modern day way of canceling out something that you no longer want. You just delete it. You don't allow it to enter your brain for more than a second until you recognize it, and then you delete it. And so that's being in control of your life. That's being in control of what it is you want to create in this world, what it is you want to experience. So knowing we're all being suffering through this coronavirus that is putting us in lockdown, that is making us wear a mask. And there's so much dark energy about the mask wearing that it's almost humorous because people are making a debate of whether they want to catch the virus or not. And it is a known fact that if you wear a mask that covers your nose as well as your mouth, I went grocery shopping yesterday and I said something to a woman. I said, you have to wear the mask over your nose or it won't do you any good. She says, but I can't breathe. And I said, breathe abdominally. No, I didn't say that, honest. She was just passing by. She probably thought I'm some kind of old lady that's trying to tell her what to do. But that's the truth. Breathe abdominally. That means go down to your gut. Don't breathe shallow. And if you were to breathe shallow and do it several times, you'd knock yourself out because you're stealing oxygen from your brain. And you need all of the brain matter that you can have to discern the difference between dark thoughts and light thoughts. And really, when you start paying attention to them, you certainly can tell the difference. And so we've talked about creating beauty in your house. If you brought in a flowering plant and you are watering it and caring for it, and it's just giving you such joy, that will be a method of finding how to switch, how to delete these dark emotions that are dark thoughts. And so concentrate on that today. That's what you're going to concentrate on. Now, the little booklet that Raphael inspired me to make, and believe me, all of the different things that we have created together has been an inspiration from the Archangel. And so people wonder, how do I know it's the Archangel that's telling me these things? Well, after 50 years of working with him, it has really been longer than that now, probably more like 60 years now, you do certainly figure out the difference between dark thoughts and bright, happy thoughts. And the Archangel always gives me such tremendous love. And the words that come through used to be kind of hard to, they were like abstract ideas and I had to translate them. Now we do telepathic communication where the Archangel actually speaks in words inside my head. And no, I'm not going crazy because you can tell the difference between your ego that wants to have everything just for you and this wonderful energy of an archangel that wants to do everything for others. And that's my purpose, dear ones. I am here to bring you happiness. I am here to lift up your heart and mind and soul and to rejoice that you are here on planet Earth at this particular time so that you can raise your thoughts out of that dark energy and fill it with light. And that will be making you like a lighthouse on planet Earth. Your light will shine everywhere. And you won't have to say or do anything or even know that you are. But when your light is shining, when you are smiling, when you are happy, you are changing the world. That energy is contagious. You've seen it. When you smile at somebody that you love, and they feel that warmth like a hug. And even when you smile at strangers, they smile back at you. It's a spontaneous thing. They just smile back and nod. Even when you have your face covered, your eyes can smile. And that's how they know you are smiling at them. And oftentimes I get a nod, even though they're covered with a mask. And God bless them for doing that, for helping me to stay healthy at my old age. You know, there is a divine plan for the time of your coming and the time of your going. And that's why so many people think they have immunity to this coronavirus. And it because it just happens it isn't their time to go. And so they think they can go without a mask and nothing's going to happen. But there have been rude awakenings for some young people who did get the virus, who did find that restriction in the lungs and they couldn't breathe. And they were like surprised that they got the virus because no one is really immune as using the virus as an exit off the highway of life. And it's not something that you would desire because you have so much you can create in beauty and goodness in this world. And you are needed here, especially if you are watching us at this moment in time. Oh, dear friends, you are the light of the world. And if you have dark thoughts, just erase them, delete them. Let's get the right thing. I have a great big eraser that looks like a pencil. And I just love it because it just does such a good job of erasing. And in fact, I filled out a form yesterday and I did it in pencil because I often make mistakes. And it's so much easier if you have a pencil, you can erase it. And the person that I filled it out for was really upset. You did this in pencil? I gave you a pen. And I said, but I needed an eraser if I made mistakes. And so I didn't hear anything else. She must have been able to make a copy of it, even though it was in pencil. So, dear friends, your life is most important. You were sent here by God because you are watching this show. You are sent here by God to be a light bearer, to be a lighthouse, and let your light shine all around you. That means that you have to take off the lens of darkness, the lens that you're looking through at this moment in time as negative. Listen to your thoughts. That's one of the days of being happy, spending a day listening to your thoughts and throwing out the ones that are negative and dark thoughts and taking in the ones that'll make you smile. Now, that doesn't mean that you don't look at the reality of life. All you have to do is watch the news and you get a real big gulp of the reality of life. And, it's getting better in that regard. We are heading in the right direction. The coronavirus is going to be around for a while, Raphael says. It's not going to just disappear like our president says. He is not a scientist. He really doesn't know what he's talking about in that regard. And that's why I do listen to Dr. Fauci and all the other, and I don't even know the word on how to pronounce it, but those people who have studied all of their lives different viruses and how they attack people and what happens in the body. They are learned people. They're not people that just say off the spot of their mind, oh, there isn't any such thing as a virus. All you have to do is get it, is suffer through not being able to breathe, and you will know it's a fact. But do you really need to be hit that hard to accept what is being said as truth? It's so sad that people are still blind to the truth of what's going on in our political scene and in what's going on in our world. I say to you, dear ones, Raphael is giving you the truth. The coronavirus is a real epidemic. They call it a pandemic, which means it's global. And it is an exit off the highway of life for many who have chosen to go that way. But in their soul mind, they may choose to go that way. But in their physical mind, no one wants to exit that way. It's painful. And even if you do survive the virus, they are finding that your lungs have been damaged, that you will never be able to breathe properly again. You will have problems. So don't go looking for it. Don't think you're immune. Nobody is. Even little children, they're finding, can get the virus. And so we kind of got off track here because our thought today is to release all dark emotions. Well, some people need to have that fear of the virus, which is not a dark emotion. Instead, it is a reality check. So know the difference between that and a dark emotion that is shown in fear and anxiety that your needs won't be met. Those are dark emotions that you need to guard against because they will pull you down into the pit of darkness. And if you want to be a light unto the world, which is why you're watching this channel, if you do, then be the light and get rid of your dark thoughts and dark emotions. And with that, we will say bye for now. Come back again tomorrow where we will do day 27. We're getting close to the end of the 30 days. And it will be a time of celebration because you will be a new person and you will have all of these ideas and tools. And when you find yourself filled with dark emotions, you will be able to say, delete, delete, and you will bring your energy back up again so that you can create all that you desire to create in your life. So God bless each of you. Be that happy co-creator with God and make your life sunshine.